Hello everyone and welcome to today's lesson, which will be about the volume of triangular pyramids. Now, before we start with the volume of triangular pyramids, we need to go ahead and review how to find the area of triangles, because that's going to be very important to us. The area of triangles is over here on your left. The area of a triangle is found by multiplying its base times its height. Its base is going to be the length at the bottom, always, and its height is going to be the straight line heading up. So this is the example. Okay, base times height, and then you divide that by 2. Okay, so let's give you an example with numbers. Let's say I tell you that this is my triangle. The number going up here, well, that's going to be 6, and down here this is going to be, let's say this is 8, right? Now remember, all you have to do is identify that 8 is your base because this is the bottom, and 6 is your height because it's going straight up, okay? Alright, so we go back to my formula. Area equals, now let's do it in red so you don't get confused. Area equals base times height divided by 2. Well, my base we said was 8. My height we said was 6 divided by 2. Alright, 8 times 6 is what? It's 48. So that's 48 divided by 2. And then 48 divided by 2 is 24. That's my final answer right there. 24. Let's do another example. Let's say for this one, I give you this triangle here. I'm going to make it purple. Let's say I give you this. I tell you this measurement down here is 10. This measurement is 6. And this measurement is 8. Now, you'll notice something's different here. I have 3 numbers instead of 2. Well, let's look at this. My base is going to be whatever number is at the bottom. Okay. My height is going to be whatever number is straight up. So that's the 6. Okay. But then this 8, it doesn't have a purpose. It's not my base and it's not my height. So you know what? It doesn't matter. They're only giving it to you to confuse you. Now let's go ahead. Let's go back to the formula. Area equals base times height divided by 2. We decided that my base here was 10. My height was 6. And then divided by 2. Great. So 10 times 6 is going to be 60 divided by 2. 60 divided by 2 will be 30. Excellent. Okay, that's how we find the area of a triangle. Now let's move on to the volume of triangular pyramids. Notice this little handy note that I wrote down for you down here. The base of a triangular prism is always the triangle. So you'll notice that because I cannot draw at all, and I'm terrible at drawing, I just drew you a triangular prism on its side, right? The base is the triangle. It doesn't matter if it's standing up, it doesn't matter if it's on its side, it doesn't matter at all. Now let me give you some measurements. Here, let's make that a 7. Let's make this a 4. And let's make this an 8. Alright? Now, the formula is volume equals base with a big B times height, right? Base with a big B stands for the area of the base. And the base is always a triangle. So it's basically saying, what's the area of the triangle? You find the area of your triangle, your base, times your height, and that's it. So here, let's go ahead and take my base, my triangle. Let's draw it out. The line going straight up is 7, and the line at the bottom is 4. Well, my bottom is 4, so B equals 4. And my height is the line going straight up, so that's 7. Let's go back to the formula. Area equals base times height divided by 7. Well, base, once again, is 4. Height is 7. then divided by, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know why I put divided by 7. I meant divided by 2. I'm sorry, everyone. I was off guard there. All right, so base times height divided by 2, 4 times 7 divided by 2. 4 times 7 is 28, and we still have to divide it by 2, so 28 divided by 2 will give you 14. That's that. You're done. Or are you? Are you done with everything? No, you're not. What you just found, the 14, that is the area of the triangle. That's your uppercase B. But you're still not done yet. Remember, your formula is volume equals uppercase B, base, times height. You just found out that the base is 14. Yeah, volume equals base is 14, but what about the height? Super easy. The only number that you haven't used yet is the 8. The height is the length of the rectangular prism. Remember, this one's on its side, but that's it. So the height will be 8, so 14 times 8. That's all you have to do. 14 times 8 will give you 112, and that's your answer. Your volume is 112. Let's do one more example for you, just to make sure that you understand, okay? Okay, so I'm going to draw you another triangular prism. Okay, there's your triangular prism. Let's see if I can make this super detailed. I should. Okay, so the height going up in here, this height will be 4. The bottom is going to be 5. Then over here on its side, let's make this 10. All right? Okay, so first things first, I need to find the area of the base, which is to say the area of the triangle. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take this, draw it out so it's easier for me to see. My height, the line going straight up, is 4, and my base is 5. So I go back to my formula. Area equals base times height divided by 2. All right, my base, like I just said, is 5. My height, like I just said, is 4, then divided by 2. Well, 4 times 5 times 4 is 20. So that's 20 divided by 2. Then 20 divided by 2 is going to be 10. Excellent. Remember, you're not done yet, though. You just found that your capital B, the area of your triangle, the area of your base, is 10. Now you need to go back to that formula. Volume equals base, uppercase B, times height. You plug in 10 for the base, and now you need to find out what your h is. Your h is the number that's left over, the 10. So this one's going to be super easy. It's going to be 10 times 10. Volume equals 10 times 10, or 100. Boom, you're done.